Hey friends, and welcome back. This episode of Digging Deeper is what many might call life coaching type of content. It's me sharing principles, mindsets, and truths that I've learned that are enabling me to live my life in a way that works practically, but more importantly, that reflects Jesus and gives glory to Him. These are episodes I'll be recording wherever I am, in a coffee shop, in the car, on a walk. So the sound quality may vary a little bit, but the content is going to be there. I pray that Jesus uses these episodes to help you live a life that is more aligned with His truth. Here we go.
You know, I hope I am not the only one who has this sort of issue that I'm going to talk about today, but it is really something where I have found in myself a tendency to become kind of cynical, and maybe jaded is a better word, about certain things in life because of my experience with those types of things. For example, many times in my life, I've tried to look at the circumstances going on and figure out what God is doing. And in so doing, encourage myself in the midst of the situation because of what He's doing. And then what winds up happening is it turns out what I thought He was doing is not what He was doing, at least not in the way I thought and in the way I interpreted. And so it becomes a discouragement rather than an encouragement. And so as a result, when that happens enough times, I become jaded and I start being hesitant to take any kind of encouragement from circumstances that are happening around me because I don't want to presume anything. I don't want to presume upon God. I don't want to presume to know His plan, all of that. And it all sounds good and it sounds like humility. But when being jaded is the result, I don't think it's of faith. I think there's something there that's wrong. And so what I'm discovering most recently is that I have to be very dependent on God at all times. Very much like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego when they were threatened with the fiery furnace if they did not bow down to the golden idol. And their response was, we know that our God can save us from the fire, but even if He doesn't, we still will not bow down. You see, their actions were faith-based actions committed to their God, and they held their conclusions and opinions about what God would do in the situation with an open hand, to let God be God and be the one to make the decision, make the choice, and be sovereign in the situation. And I think that's what we as believers have to learn how to do. We've got to learn how to trust God in this situation, believing the best of Him because He is doing the best, and understanding that we don't have to see what that best is or what the best outcome is going to be in order to trust Him. We can rest knowing He's up to good, even when we can't understand it or see it. And we can fight being jaded in that spirit. We can live a truly humble life instead of one that just sounds humble or looks good on the surface. And rest in Him. Because the word is true. God works all things together for the good of those who love Him and who are called according to His purpose. And nowhere in there does it say that we need to understand how He's doing that. We just need to know Him, not the how of what He's doing. So that's just right off my front burner. It couldn't be more off the front burner than that. I appreciate you listening. I appreciate your support and your partnership with the Morning Mindset. And I ask you to just share the Morning Mindset with everyone you meet. Everyone you think of. I would love to expand this ministry even further, and I'm praying about what that might look like. I would appreciate your prayers for that as well.